Yeah, I was not aware how bad Jay-Z is cooking, air frying this Tony Busby dude. Oh, all of a sudden y'all know how to hush? I guess this kind of news don't travel that fast. So maybe I was just, let me not place the blame on y'all. Maybe I was just looking in another direction and I didn't see it. But yo, it's crazy. Jay-Z is flame broiling. I thought that, I gathered from Jay-Z's response to the initial claims that Jay-Z he was going to come for a reckoning. You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't just out here to, clear his name. He was going, like, nah, if I just leave this alone, then you don't learn nothing. No, I mean I take that role in some matters. You got to pick and choose your battles. Certain things I let go because it's like it's not worth the. You know what I mean? It ain't worth the headache I might get. But some of them, I say to myself, if I let this slide, then you don't learn nothing. You ain't learn nothing. I'm doing this for the world. Like I'm making the world a better person, a better place by punishing said person. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's what Jay-Z is doing. Jay-Z done ran him out of town. Like, come to find out, Duke is technically not allowed to practice law in the southern parts of New York. You know what I mean? And he basically did it like I remember I used to be a fake barber. Like I know how to cut hair, right? But don't ever ask me, don't ask me to cut your hair, not right. But like I remember when I was a youngin' and I was first learning, when I first learned, like dudes that I knew in the barbershop would tell me like you could come, you don't have your license yet, but you can work under my license. You understand what I'm saying? I am licensed. So you can, as long as there's a licensed barber on the premises, you could work. Well, it's like Tony Busby. It's not that he doesn't have a license, but it appears, at least to me at least, so from what I'm hearing, that he doesn't have a license to practice in New York, the Southern District, the southern regions of New York. So he has like, he has a partner, not necessarily a partner, but like, people be having sister firms, firms that are connected to these firms or whatever. So he basically did that. Like he filed under her credentials or whatever. She's from New York or licensed to practice in New York. And he's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it, but I'm gonna file under, and that's just not. It appears that that's not kosher. It's not gonna fly. It's not allowed to fly. So I said, I don't know. I think it was when I was vlogging about the ASAP Rocky case. Yo, it seemed like the lawyers don't even know the law. Like every time they arguing something, they going back to a case from the history, historic precedent setting. How come you gotta go back there? Why y'all don't just know that? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to me. But again, is this negligence or is it malice? From the lady lawyer who responded to, because the lawyer kind of balked on her and all that on some reprimand, like you lucky you don't get some business behind this. And I don't mean the good business. I mean you lucky you don't catch no smoke behind this, right? And she was like, she was being real adamant about how she didn't think that they was doing nothing wrong or whatever. Like, nah, it ain't that. Like, it ain't nothing. It ain't no malice. I was just trying to la 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 la. And it's wow. I think it's kind of wild. But yeah, Jay-Z is busting this nigga's ass, pause. And nobody's talking about that. I mean, I guess, like I said, maybe y'all is, but not as loud as y'all was talking about when the allegations first came out. Y'all always do that, be like and I have my own experiences to draw from when it comes to this. I got in trouble with the law while I was rocked from Helter Skelter. Hot 97 was talking about me. Hot 97 don't play my music. Maybe Throwback. Didn't Throwback on Thursday. They show love. You know what I'm saying? Salute to them and all that. But, they announced that when I was acquitted for said situation, quiet as a peep. You know what I'm saying? Not only was Jay-Z cleared of all these rumors, and yeah, I did hear about that, but like I said, the negativity don't make enough noise. I seen the beautiful Heather B. She was on the Yeah I Mean You Heard talking about. She was on the Instagrams talking about how dudes be out here interviewing. You understand what I'm saying? Like putting some of the onus on some of the interviewers and not just the interviewees, but not leaving the interviewees out because y'all be tripping. Niggas be tripping too and all of that. But she was like, dudes got to do better. The interviewers, you understand? The media, those putting out the content on the artist. Now she was talking about the whole self-snitching epidemic, but this applies as well, I think. As a culture, we a culture, they not like us, whoever they may be, we gotta hold each other down. We gotta hold each other down. Because all of you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, before you know it ain't going. If y'all get rid of if niggas clip all of the biggest celebrities, that's all you want to celebrate. That's all you want to make the hype about. Then eventually y'all gonna run out of niggas to create content on, and then y'all gonna become the content. And I don't know if y'all really want that smoke. You know what I mean? I see a lot of analysts, a lot of TV, a lot of people who get paid to talk about other people, and it's like, yo, I gotta. When the criticism gets turned back on them, it don't seem like they that comfortable with it. I'm just saying. But yeah, Jay-Z is smoking that boy. It's not looking. It's. I don't think we've ever seen this before. You know what I'm saying? This is wild. Oh yeah. Protesters, get your ass up out of here. The rest of y'all, welcome to the nation. Monster Nation, that is. I'm your host, the tour guide, the president. I'm the king around here. I'm the landlord, owner, tenant, janitor. I'm off the damn floor with you. If you don't follow the rules are you gotta like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for all the notifications. Share. If you're trying to be a taxpaying citizen of the nation, leave us a super thanks or Cash App. We actually prefer the Cash App, but y'all do y'all. We ain't tripping. If you'd rather hear me rap than hear me yap, then in the description where the Cash App will also be my Bandcamp link where I got all of the mixtapes from Slang and Rock Volume 2 all the way back to Shell Shock. The new mixtape will actually be there within the next couple of days, so just get ready. Winter Circle video is out. Squad video is out off of Ether Rocks. We got the BCC video, the Crownsville album with me and my brother Rusty Jips. We got 3 videos off of that. And we all over YouTube. We all over your DSPs and your band camps and all of the everything. You understand what I'm saying? So get involved or get a job. How about you? You can actually get a job getting involved. You know what I'm saying? If applicable. You are allowed to write on the walls in the nation. You understand? Graffiti is accepted. This is a hip hop nation. You just got to do your spell checks. Do not let autocorrect get your comments deleted or your tag buffed. And You know, rock is spelled with a C and a K. Unless you're a Crip, we forgive you. But throw a cuh or something in. Throw a little cuh in the comment. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? So I can identify. Monster spelled with an A, not an ER at the end. You understand what I'm saying? Helter Skelter is spelled with A's and H's, no ERs. No, not just the A. I know it's a little bit confusing. You know, you got the A and you know what I'm saying? They don't follow the same rules, but if y'all can work with the English language, y'all can work with this. How you spell Wednesday? Stupid, exactly. Figure this out. And for the love of God, it's BCC, not BBC. Goodness gracious. Auto reverse. That's what she said for the pause protesters. But like I said, protesters, get your ass out of here. Y'all ain't welcome here. Yeah, so please, if any victories from the culture, please let me know. I would love to celebrate some more of our victories. You know what I mean? Cause you know, loss. Nobody with all of that. It's depressing. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, let me get a fist. Yeah, let me get a fist. Black fist. If you white, you know what I'm saying, and you supporting what we supporting, you throw your white fist in there too. You know what I'm saying? Let us know who's who. Anyway, rock on, rock going.